How's everybody doing today? Hope everybody's doing good. God bless you and your family. Today I think I'm going to be adding a new tool, a simple tool, a vertical drill. Last time I streamed we added these outlines, which I've kind of modified a bit and made them automatic. So you can see it shows you what your customers are going to do when it comes to scoring at the end of the round. I think this is a good way to go. It'll make it easier for people to see things. I think I might need to color these or create an effect or something. But I think it's a good start. It makes it more obvious what's going to happen, I think. I think today I'm also going to change the sound effects because I think the sounds for like scoring are a little too noisy. I always seem to start out like really overt with effects and then kind of tone them down over time as I play. They get too annoying.
Tally up!
Part of the problem might have been too that before when I used fire to burn this logs and turn them into coal, it was like a little bit, there was like way too much stuff happening. So maybe that was part of the problem, but I may do that today. We'll see. I'm just gonna make a well over here. Get some things ready.
Tally up!
I also want to add more stuff to the wind to show you like where you made most of your points and break it down so you can see what's working. Alright, I'll take a drill. I'll take the power plant.
Round one.
Okay, so I'm going to run that drill across the top. Why did he stop moving? I don't know, that's a bug. So you can light things on fire if I hit the flint. Another animation, I'm going to write that down. Animate flint. Animate flint. What do we call those? Embers. Because I don't think it's obvious to people when you hit this flint that it's actually lighting the things next to it.
Tally up!
Sweet. I really like the sort of the I don't know, the two-stage situation with the power plant and the mill. How you can use the wood to as like fuel for burning it, create something else. I think it's pretty neat.
Tally up!
Whoops, I guess we'll have to wait for next turn.
Final round.
Okay. Alright, I'm going to start it on fire. There's going to be a big score when all this coal gets lit up. Beautiful.
Tally up!
I need to could change that animation too, but I'm pretty happy with the way that it's working. I just need more content, and I thought that it would be really easy for me to create content, but I mean, I've got a lot of ideas. There's just like so many things that I want to work correctly, and yeah, I'm pretty slow when it comes to like making design changes. I like to only explore the sort of design space of the systems before I like move forward. I guess that's just me. I'll burn this. Yeah, it's alright.
Tally up!
This gem will drop now.
Round 2.
Yep. No, I don't have any flint. Okay. I guess I'll just set it up for next round.
Tally up! Final round.
Ooh, a nice line here. Still no flint. Okay, interesting. Wonder if I should make sure that there's always one of everything, at least one in there. That might be smart. Or I add a reroll button, something like that. Something to think about.
Tally up!
It's okay, I won this level anyway. Oh yeah. Self-destruct.
Round 1.
Still no. Flint. I wonder if that's a bug. Maybe I'm just really unlucky.
Tally up!
Yeah, I need to check that sound. Okay.
Wisdom
Alright.
Minor.
So that's basically what the game is so far. Out of this. Oh, didn't have that yet. Okay, so what did I say I'm doing? Adding a new tool. Okay, so I'm gonna add I guess just a vertical drill. I think that should be pretty easy. So I'm gonna go into my data, which right now is just scriptable objects and some reflection that allows me to like set up the code and the art and all the things that create a tool. Go to data, tools. I've got a drill. I'm just going to duplicate that and call it. It'd be nice if it was something else other than a drill, but I'll just call it vertical drill for now. Vertical drill. Alright. Vertical drill breaks 2 blocks down line over time. I'll say vertically. Then I'll go back down to the drill. Maybe a line. Blocks in a row. That's, I think, a better way to say it. So at least breaks through blocks in a column. I gotta figure out what the sprite's gonna be. So they've got this guy here. I'll just go into GIMP and see if I can just rotate it just for a quick implementation. And then, yeah, I gotta put in, swap out the code for it, add it to my list of tools, all that stuff. Shooting. Okay. So go here, grab the drill, drag it out, use one of these rotators, rotate, let's go down, file export as, full vertical. I probably should just take more time with it. I mean, I could probably do a lot of interesting things with it other than just a drill. Maybe it's like some kind of pipe thing coming down. That might be cool because it can generate metal. I need to have a metal customer, I think. That would probably go a long way. Because then I could combine the metal from the tubes that it makes to like create things like create gems and stuff from the jeweler probably. So yeah, we'll just start here. Export. Now I can go back to, not time for games yet. It's time for work. Lord bless today. That's my life. Bless all the other YouTubers or people on YouTube watching videos. May your will be done in their lives and the lives of their family. Okay, here's the drill bomb. Oh yeah, there's drill vertical. Okay, so I go back to my tools, vertical tool drill. Pick the vertical one. There it is. Beautiful. Drill tutorial. Okay. I gotta make one of these things. What does this look like? Just a red line. Oh, I got a sweet idea. I'll just do the same thing I did with the drill. I'll go back over here. I'll drag this into GIMP. Then I'll just rotate it again. Incredible. File, export as. Where am I putting the tutorial stuff? I don't see them in here. Maybe it's under customers? Yeah, drill vertical tutorial. I don't like to get slowed down too much when I'm prototyping stuff because it just makes me not want to build stuff when it takes too long. So there's the drill vertical, so I go back to my tools, my vertical, I pick the tutorial sprite, pick the vertical one, and beautiful. Then it's the optional swap block, it says. I do need to update how these things work. I wonder why this is called swap block. Well, it's not a very good name. If I go in here, how am I using the swap block for this one? I don't get that. It seemed like it wasn't long enough to make a line. Maybe I'm just scaling it. Let me check. Let's just look at the drill code. And then when it does the move selection, it takes the block and it does change the width. Takes the width and then it changes the size of the sprite render. Okay. Alright, well I'm just going to make a new drill vertical code there.
Hello, Moto.
One sec. Please hold. Let's see if I know how to mute this thing so I can call my wife back. See if this works. Testing, testing. And Mike. Yeah, I think that did it. Be right back. Test. I'm back. Sorry to leave you hordes of people waiting. Okay, so where was I? We've got these swifts, these birds that are in our chimney, and they keep there's like little babies in there, and they are just squawking all the time. Our mom flies around the sky, eats some bugs, and comes back down and feeds them, but they're always noisy. We don't use our fireplace, so it's not a big deal, but and it's kind of cool, to have more life in your house. But I will have to clean up after them at some point. Okay, that's what I was doing. I was going to create another drill, more code for the vertical drill, which should be pretty similar to the other one. Where are you? Right there. Create C#. I don't like the way this new UI is in Unity for creating new things. I used to be able to just copy a file and then rename it, and it doesn't like that anymore, so I have to do extra work. It is pretty annoying. I wish Unity did a better job of updating their stuff. Alright. I got my vertical drill. Find the other drill. Move it next to it. Copy all the guts. Drill effect. Okay. Game grid size dot y. minus black cell position dot y. One height. Okay. And then when I'm moving it, we should be getting we should schedule the item for the new position, current position. It's moving horizontally, so I need to figure out where that's actually happening. This just puts it where it needs to be, and then it schedules the item for this drill tile effect. So I guess I'm going to have to make a new drill tile effect. And this is what actually makes it go down, it looks like, on time passed right here. Okay. Drill tile effect, there it is. I'm going to now clone this thing. Vertical drill tile effect. Alright. Drill tile effect. Put it next to my other guy. Grab the guts. Stick them here. Okay. On time passed. So it's creating something, it looks like, where is it actually getting it? Here's the drill game object. I may need to create a new object for this. If you have the buff, if you have the explodes buff, blow up, but that's just the explosion part. Drill, here it is. So I go in the current position plus direction. Where's direction? Vector 2 dot right. Yeah, it might make sense to I think this is okay. Down. Let's see if that worked. What's the problem? We got some errors. It says there's no suitable method found to override. So it doesn't like start. I'm overriding start. Oh, I see. This is a tile. This is a buff. Buff. Wonder if vertical drill has, no, that's just model behavior too. So, well, there's vertical drill and there's drill. This is a tool. So yeah, it needs to be a tool. No lists, because I need to use systems collections.generic, otherwise it doesn't know what a list is. I fix all my bugs. Doke. Then I go into Tool Factory, add another tool, call it vertical drill, and pick my vertical drill, add. So this will now be in part of the options that you get when you're in the store. And then to test it out, I'm going to just go to add it directly here so I can test it, and then I think there's going to be a problem with the selection. I think it's going to
Wisdom Minor.
but
Round 1.
test it out now. Okay, so if I put this on, yeah, it's just not doing the. Oh, I know what the problem is. This is just horizontal. Yeah, I need to go into the this is one of the cooler things that I like to do is hooking code up to the data on the front end using reflection. I think it's really handy. So the idea is you go to vertical tool, and now it automatically generates this drop down based on things that are children of tool, I believe, or yeah. So I can go ahead and pick now the vertical drill. Then it'll run the code, and it's just a nice way to set it up, because otherwise you have to do like a bunch of if-else statements, and I don't think it's very clean. You know, you
Wisdom
forget to
Minor.
add something and then it doesn't show
Round
up.
1.
Alright, so this is kind of doing what I'm supposed to do, but it's backwards. So, see if I put it here, if it does what it's supposed to do. Okay, I think I know why. First thing is I need to look at the vertical drill selection here with height. The problem, I think, is that the numbers start at the bottom and go up, so I think maybe it's I have to reverse that, so it's maybe 0. Will that do it? 0 minus position Y. No, that's always going to be negative. Maybe it's Y. I don't know. My brain isn't at full capacity yet. And then I need to make, yeah, I needed the vertical drill tile effect. Welcome home, son. Did you have fun? I love you. Vertical drill or vertical drill tile effect. I think that's what I wanted, right? Yeah. Also, when I put it down, when I first drop it, is it moving it to the right or left or anything? Let's see if that fixes it. I had two problems. One is it was driving to the right instead of down, and the selection indicator was not doing a very good job.
Wisdom Minor.
Okay.
Round 1.
No, that still didn't seem like it changed it at all. So, can I not save it? Yeah, I'll have to think about it. So we got down. Yeah, it's going down now. Alright, well that works. That's something. Then I go in here and I say I want the selection of the drill tile effect to work. So what I did is I said there's a drill. Oh, vertical drill. Those selection indicators. Doesn't look like I need to do this. Here's my height. So what did I have in there before? I got my grid Y. If I'm at the bottom, the very bottom, I want it to be 1. So that would mean that I'd want the cell position Y minus grid Y. So if it was 1 minus 1, it's 0. Or 1 minus, yeah. That wouldn't be right. I think it's just my cell position is all I need. Let's see. I think that'll work because all I care about is drawing a line long enough, but I need to make sure the line's going the right direction.
Wisdom Minor. Round 1.
Oh, okay. So that's 0. It should be 1. It's moving up. So this should be a line of, I think it's anchoring problem. Because if I go to the top, that's hard to see. Let's say I go here, this is 2, it should be 3. And the anchoring's wrong. Okay, well, the first thing I need to do is make it so this is a 1 and not a 2. So, I'll just say height plus 1. That'll solve that. Then I think I need to go in and actually just change my selection in here. Make a new selection that has the right anchoring maybe. Let's see. If I go back to my data, tools, vertical drill, I look at the swap block. We call it vertical swap block. Go into this, look at where, yeah, so the position's on the left here. I wonder if I rotate it. Is it already rotated? I wonder if that'll make a difference. So down here I'm using a pivot, and the pivot has a certain position where it's going. I guess if I could rotate it, but then it's on the Y, right? No, scale. Where's rotation? Right here. It, rotate it negative 90. Let's just do 90. And then I go back to the tool. I'm just going to mess with this because it's quicker for me to just try a few things. Swap block, vertical swap block. I'm not sure if I need to do the rotation on the
Wisdom Minor.
child, but we'll see.
Round 1.
No, this is definitely going horizontal. Well, that's doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's right. I could change it back to width, and that would fix it kind of, but it wouldn't actually. Put it at the top, which is what I need. It's just an anchor point issue, I think. I don't really want to make another anchor point. Okay, I'm gonna try this real quick. I'm gonna go back to vertical drill. I'm gonna back to width plus 1, 1. Oops, I'm missing something. What's the problem here? It says the name width doesn't exist. Oh. Right. How's everybody doing today? How do you find people who are interested in developing puzzle roguelikes, huh? Where do you think those people exist?
Wisdom Minor.
I don't
Round
know.
1.
God is good if he wants me to do it. Okay, so this is working. The problem is the start point is flipped. What if I go and I type in vertical swap block and I go in here and instead of 90 I do negative 90? Would that do it? Yeah. Okay. Well, you know, it's kind of hacky, but I did it. So now when I put this here, it's another thing. Do I like it that it like skips a spot? I don't think I do. I think I'm going to fix that. So now it should go down. These mine shafts used to be counted as wood, and you could make lines of them. But I didn't really like it because it didn't really make sense to me thematically. I'm going to go ahead and try and fix this problem where I put the vertical drill down and then it moves one spot over. Man, my computer's getting loud. It's working on something. Okay, so what happens here is I go in and I hit use and he puts the vertical drill effect there, but the vertical drill effect is automatically moving forward, I think, is the problem. So it says start and it gets the block for the current position, and if there is an out, it spawns the drill. Oh yeah, it's spawning the new one. I have to add the old one, I guess. I have to add the vertical drill to it. I haven't noticed if it is showing vertical, but I don't think it is. You get the block, it goes ahead and spawns it at the current position. And then on time passed, it runs drill, which gets the next block here. And it takes the damage of that, and then it moves it forward, and then it completes it, which takes it out. So I think that's the problem, is that it's taking the next direction and it's adding scaffolding, and its next block taking damage. Yeah, block to the right position. Well, who is moving it though over? This guy's grabbing the next one. Because every time it has to keep moving to the next one. But how do I get it to break the one that I dropped before without adding another piece of code that is like a special if? Well, when does it add the new guy? So it adds here. It creates a scaffolding, and it adds it, and then it schedules the item for the current block, which is now the scaffolding block, and then that moves it forward. What I think I would need to do is take the damage, put it on, and then schedule it for the next one. So I'll try this. Block to the right position. I guess I could just use current position. to vector to int. Okay. So I'm going to check to see if my current position block, which is just current position, might have to use this. And we'll see. We'll take the current one, and then for this one I'll take damage. If take damage, this means if it broke. So I'm going to move all this to the current one. But I'm going to take out the scheduling for the next one. Yeah, so I'm going to just put this in here. I'm going to break everything, but I'm going to schedule the drill effect to the next one. And I think that's it. Let's try it. Well, this guy's got a bracket, so I gotta close a bracket. I'm doing brackets. Braces, is that what they're called? What's better to stream on? YouTube good? Twitch? Is there some way to add like flags to your stream on YouTube? Alright, what's the problem here? It says that a local perimeter named next block cannot be used. Okay, I see. I'll name it this block. I think it's just these two ifs are colliding with each other, so where's next block? Get instance of block data. Create block instance, we'll do this. Maybe that'll work. Nope, it says the name next block doesn't exist. Okay. Oh. This block. Block does not contain a definition for X. Okay. So this block is a block. And that's a position. Okay. This block dot current position X. Not gonna do it. Drill tile effect. It's a problem. I didn't even read it. Current is a method which is not valid in the given context. Okay. Vector to int. I think that's right. This takes an int. Oh, what is that? This is an int, right? Yeah. So this block, it comes in here. It's basically creating an instance of the block. It's getting the scaffold. And this one's trying to get the one to the right. So I think I just say next block. Is that right? Alright, this says current position. It doesn't like current position. I mean, it's attached to the block right now. Is there any other way to get the blocks? Get block current position. I guess I can just say, I don't really get why this is a problem. Maybe if I just say current position.x, that fixes it. Buff.current position. I don't know what's going on there. If I go in here, it gives me a vector2 int. Oh. Yeah. So I destroy the block, this block. It's dead. And it wants an int x, and this gives me a int x, y, block data. This is block data, right? Returns a block. Am I doing anything with this block? I get the block, and then I'm not doing anything with it. It should be down here. But I don't, that's not the problem they're giving me. What is the problem? Somebody needs to come and join my stream that can look over my shoulder and fix all my little problems. Current position is a method which is not valid in the current context. So they're saying current position. Oh. Do I just want to take the current position of this? Yeah, okay. I'm just getting confused between the position of the block and the current position of the buff. Okie doke. So all that was just to try to make it so
Wisdom Minor. Round 1.
the drill breaks the first block that I put. Let's see if it actually moves down now. Okay, so the problem is that it is breaking that one. But this next position is not. It's creating the block, it's putting in the right position, but then I need to go next block. Okay, that is right. The next block needs to be the one that's getting the new position. And I don't know, this doesn't feel like it's going to necessarily work because the other one doesn't
Wisdom
disappear.
Minor. Round 1.
Okay. One. Okay. This is really not the world's most most important thing, but I guess I gotta figure out how to do what I want it to do. So it moves down, but then it does not. Scheduling the item for this. Am I removing the, I hit complete. Complete removes it from this. It removed it itself. So what I think's happening is I don't think that this is blocked to the right position. Might as well rename that, right? Block below. So it's getting the block below. It adds a schedule to it. It does move it down, but it's not. I'm wondering if I should have just done like an if first time type of thing. Does the damage, then it moves this guy to the next block. But when it does that, it doesn't seem to be drilling anymore. For some reason.
Wisdom Minor.
Wisdom Minor.
Round 1.
I guess I don't want it to move anyway. Really, I want it to just sit there and then move the next time. Time is not passing on this thing. I wonder if it's expired. I bet it's expired. So this one, if time passes, then it goes clean up. Before, I would get the next block, pop it in there, and schedule it to the new block. There's complete. Did I say clean up or complete? So complete. It does make sense. I'm doing damage to the one, to this block. And then I'm scheduling to the next guy. It's saying complete. But this new buff scheduler is not doing what I want it to do. It's not like running the right thing. Direction is direction dot down. And start gets the current position. Spawns the drill. That's happening. But the on time pass is not happening. That's what's going on. Let's see what's going on.
Wisdom Minor. Round 1.
Round 1. Okay. Current time is 19, it says. It goes here, gives me a number, which is 2. Drill. And it's moving to the next one. It's moving this. Okay. No charges. Okay. It's something simple, right? Takes the next and it schedules this, but maybe when I complete it, it removes it. I don't know. That's cleanup is when it actually gets blown up, which is not happening. It's not running time past, so that must mean that when I removed this cleanup, it got rid of it. So I'm guessing if I take this out, I mean, it'll cause a problem where there's like multiple drills going down, but I think it'll keep it going. So I think the issue is that when I'm doing cleanup, it's somehow clearing out the new...
Wisdom Minor. Round 1.
Let's see if this fixes it or not. Okay, that goes to current time past. And then if I hit it here, it's going time past again. Okay. Huh. So I guess I'm unscheduling it and scheduling it back, and that's fine. Okay, well that fixed it. But it never blows up.
Tally up. Round 2.
Okay, I'm just going to run it again, and I'm going to just check to see what's happening when it's
Wisdom Minor. Round 1.
testing its time to see why it's not blowing up. Current time passed. I think what's happening is it's keeps making new ones, I think, because it's saying get the block current position. And then it's always running here. So it just keeps creating a new one, I think. Let's find out when it gets to the bottom. And another one. If I click here, go at 10, let's see what the time pass says. Time pass is 1. Hello? Yeah, briefly. You come in for a short time. What's up, bud?
My superhero camp is probably called that because it's like, camp with everything superheroes.
Really? Was it fun?
Yeah, everything's superheroes.
Really? I want to hear all about it. Can I come get you in, I don't know, like 30 minutes? And, whoops. Can I get you in like 30 minutes and then we'll talk about it?
Yeah.
Sounds great. Let me close my door on your way out.
Yeah.
I want to hear all about it, okay?
Wait, what time is it? 12:58.
Yep. So what time do you think I'll be coming over to see you?
Wait. 1?
1 what? You can get close. You don't have
1,
to be...
2? 1:02?
No. That would be like 4 minutes. I said 30.
Then 24?
What 24?
Is that what it equals? 124.
Very close, yep.
125.
It would be like 128 is what time it would be.
128.
Okay, I'll see you soon.
Hey,
Love ya.
have a great time until 128.
Alright, you too, bud. So it's not running anymore. The time pass is not running anymore, so it must have gotten removed somehow. I'll get it. I think what's happening is has something to do with it getting removed, I think, towards the end. It tries to, like, delete the block. Let's see.
Wisdom Minor. Round 1.
Alright, I'll try it right at the bottom here. Time passed is bad watch. 1 has passed. And we've destroyed the block that it's on, and we're moving into the next block. Okay, so it didn't go in here. Time passes 1. Goes to drill. This block is there. And there's no next block. Okay. So if there's no next block, I'm just going to destroy it. I'm just going to do cleanup. Clean up. Basically, it runs into the edge of something. I can't move to the right, then it just blows up. I think that's okay. Might be interesting. Especially when you have the
Wisdom
bomb
Minor.
upgrade where it blows
Round
up. You might be able
one.
to use that. I don't know. Okay, let's see. Yeah, okay. I'm fine with that. I guess I gotta upgrade the other guy to do that too then. I don't know what else I changed. I think it's just this function. Let's see. Go back to the other drill effect. Block to right. I think that's fine. Now I'm going to just double check that works. I'm also going to go into my tool belt. There's the tool belt. Tool belt. And I'm going to add normal drill, and then I can just verify both of these are working. I think there was something else I wanted to do with it, but...
Wisdom Minor. Round one.
It does seem a little weird that it's like on top of it before it breaks it. A friend of mine said that these drills should like have to actually utilize the things that you have up here, the resources, so it would need like wood in order to power it as it moves, which I think is a cool idea. But I don't know. I mean, I like the idea. Okay, so I added this vertical drill. Oh yeah, this is the other thing. This, I believe, is doing the wrong image. I think it's doing the side image of the driller.
Wisdom Minor. Round
And
one.
I mean, not super clean way to do this yet. So I need to pick up the right one. So I'm going to just go into my little prefabs, and I'm going to add... did I add a new one? Yeah, that's right. So I'm just going to add here... I'm going to search for vertical drill. My assets. Bomb is here. Okay. I'll just duplicate this. I'm going to call vertical drill. Go into vertical drill. Change this for the image to be a different drill. This one. Go to vertical drill. When I go back to my prefabs, I add vertical drill. Add. And then I just search for this. You know, I just want something that's like quick to add things, and there's not exactly a super easy way sometimes to get to some of these things inside your buff effects, which are these things which, like, these specifically are running code on the grid. I do like this setup because, you know, you're like, what does the drill do? What does the vertical drill? What does the burn do? You know, you pop in, it's a small amount of code. It's easy to digest, and I think that's really important for me in being able to, I don't know, add new content when things are all just sort of like packetized into these small areas. And that's one of the things that It's like buff system that I keep using over the years does is it allows you to like create small pieces of code that are easy to navigate. I think even if you came into this project and you saw this, I think you could work through it. It's only like 60 lines of code. You can figure out what this is doing. So anyway, the vertical trail file, it needs to spawn this now, and so we'll do the vertical drill.
Wisdom Minor.
Wisdom Minor.
Round 1.
Okay, so this should show the down drill. Okay, done. Okay, so we added a tool, and it looks like that took about how long would say I've been streaming for? 71 minutes. That's not bad. Definitely could be quicker. I think next time I stream, I think I want to maybe add a new customer, a new basically rule to the game that you can get in some way or another. I do also want to make it so when you start the game, the first level is like, I don't know, different. I don't think I always want to have the wood. I think the stone is pretty good. It's just kind of there to like as filler. But I think that maybe something like having a metal customer or something would be pretty cool. I can think of a lot of things you can make with metal, making shapes like rings and stuff with metal would be pretty cool. So yeah, I think that's probably what I'm going to focus on next. Oh, the other thing that I'm going to test really quick is just to make sure that this vertical drill shows up in
Wisdom
store.
Minor.
In order to do that, I'm going to take it out of my tool belt because otherwise it won't show it to me. So I'll take out the vertical drill. I'll keep the other drill there just so it's less things in the pool so I can see it quicker.
Wisdom Minor.
And then I have a test here
Round
that lets
1.
you just look at the store and regenerate it for quick tests like this. So I'd say show store. Show store again. Show store again. I'm not seeing I'm not seeing it in there, so I wonder if it's not in the tool factory. It shows that it's in here. Maybe it has requirements or something on it. Tool type vertical drill. Maybe I didn't pull it out of the tool belt. Drill tool data. I'll try it again. Maybe I just got really unlucky. I don't think I have that many tools. But I'll try it
Wisdom
again.
Minor. Round 1.
Show store. Huh. Okay, that's not showing up.
Wisdom Minor.
I wonder if it thinks the drill is the same thing. Let me check it. I'll take out the drill. Maybe it's my check it's not doing a good job of actually
Wisdom Minor.
changing that.
Round
Let's
1.
see. Okay, it is in there. So I think the drill and the vertical drill think they're the same thing. Oh, okay, I think I know what it is. If I go down to vertical drill and I say what the name of it is, yeah. Okay. So now if I do that and I have the drill, the way it's checking to see if you have duplicates is it's looking for that name. And I would prefer
Wisdom
looking
Minor.
for the code, but directly, but the code name is kind of ugly. So
Round 1.
So now if I look in here and say,
Tally up.
I'll click the wrong button. Yeah, I lost, so it closed me. I need to have a better loose Loose screen or
Wisdom
something.
Minor. Round 1.
Shows to order. Yep, that shows it now. Okay. And I'll remove the drill. Save. Okay. Cool. Thanks for joining me. If anybody ever does watch this video, I appreciate it. God bless you and your family. And yeah, I hope you find peace and purpose in all your endeavors. Thank you. Bye.